Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network. 'Cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven. A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UPNradio.com.
Okay, buddy.
We're live. We clear?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Universal Broadcasting Network's hit afternoon show, bringing you the latest in music news, artist interviews, and more, with your hosts, Lauren Dair Owens, Ariel Fournier, and Adam Lusk. This is The Music Project.
Hey everyone, it's Lauren Dair Owens.
It's Adam Lusk.
And Ariel Fournier.
And on the board today, we have Mr. Justin Tanici filling in for Garrett Palmer.
Yay.
What up? So if anything messes up, we'll blame him.
Yep.
Yay.
Totally inexperienced.
I have heartburn.
no pressure.
I have heartburn right now. It's Justin's fault.
Okay, yeah, because he's a ginger, right?
I stole your soul. I'm sorry.
For every soul a ginger steals, they gain a new freckle. I read that on the internet somewhere.
I have a lot of freckles.
Oh,
Yeah, you stole a lot of people's souls.
Grim Reaper right there.
Well, today we don't have any guests, but we have a bunch of concert reviews we want to do because it was busy concert weekend, and I kind of lied last week when I said I went to Imagine Dragons and Panic at the Disco because we actually pre-tape our second show because it saves us time. We also have shows every weekend, so we want to make it as convenient as possible. So you've probably noticed because we wear the same clothes 2 weeks in a row.
Yes.
But
I mean, I'm just that grungy sometimes.
so yeah,
Take a shower.
I actually did go to Imagine Dragons and Panic at the Disco, but I hadn't gone yet. So today we actually want to do a full review, play some of their music, and we have a couple other things we want to talk about. So I think we're going to start with Imagine Dragons, and I went to Imagine Dragons with Justin. And what was your take on it? You go
So
first.
jealous.
It was beyond phenomenal. We actually...
What's a word for beyond phenomenal? Like,
What?
You might want to turn off your click because we all heard that.
I know. I'm pulling up the song. Sorry.
we actually got there a bit late because the 405 was closed that day, so we missed Nico
Ooh.
Vega.
Who was the opening act?
I don't know who that is.
But we...
Nico Vega's great.
We also saw the
Wait.
Naked and Famous open for him.
Didn't you show me Nico Vega?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do that one song.
The Beast song.
Yes, I like
That's
that
on
song. I like that song.
Bioshock.
It is?
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know
No,
that.
but let's start with openers.
Yeah,
Naked and
let's do that.
Famous was good. They sound exactly like they do in their albums.
But they were not captivating to watch. Like, Justin and
Yeah.
I were actually able to carry on a conversation while they were playing, and it made good background noise, but there was nothing to captivate our attention at all.
And I mean, it was seeing a concert where they play their songs.
Yeah.
And I mean, it sounded good,
Yeah.
but
No one was really into it. Like,
Yeah.
the pit was still. There was
Yeah.
no one moving, but they were good. Like, they were a good band,
there
which is
was-
a shame because I think if
I
they had
mean-
a little bit more time, they could have gotten
there was
there.
nothing unique that you
I
couldn't
think-
experience on the album.
I think going to concerts, like the thing for me is making it interesting to watch
Yeah.
and engaging. Like
Yeah.
anyone can just, YouTube whatever the band is
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
listen to their songs while doing homework or while playing Grand Theft Auto 5. That's what I do. But if you do the same thing like on stage, you just sit there and play your music, it's like, oh, cool. It's like just when I watch YouTube videos, it's just like
It's like when we saw the Lumineers. They sound exactly like their CD, which is great, but there was nothing captivating about them.
you got to
get your
make
attention.
it worth the money to
Yeah,
go see
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Like if it's $60 to go see somebody, I want my freaking $60. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
better be worth
Yeah.
it.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
It needs to be entertaining.
Yeah, I-
Imagine Dragons, on the other hand.
I was impressed.
They killed it, I bet, huh?
They were amazing. Like every single song, sometimes you go to concerts and they do different live stuff with maybe 3 or 4 songs, but every single song they had something
It started.
special
Every
to bring
song
to the
sounded
table.
different in the beginning, so you never knew what song was coming up. And I found it really cute because we had these
Cute.
two. No, not
It
that.
was cute.
Imagine Dragons is not cute.
The two little boys behind
Puppies are
us.
cute.
The two little boys behind us, I found really cute because it was obviously like one of their first concerts,
No.
and they were probably 9 or 10. freaking out.
Good first
And
concert.
And they knew every word. Like, they knew every single song. Like, they didn't know just, Radioactive and It's Time and stuff like that. They knew every single song. But when the concert started, he goes, are they going to go and order the CD? Like, are they going to go and order the songs on the CD? Yeah. And Jess and I are laughing so hard. We're like, okay, that means Radioactive's up next. We're like,
Concert newbies.
I'm like, they're going to have to go to many more concerts. But, like, to see kids that young there knowing every word, I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
That
awesome.
they actually like the music. And because my brother's not into music yet. He's not there yet. But that those kids were.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like, I think it's
And
really awesome.
they didn't play Radioactive as their encore, which I found really cool because normally with radio songs where, I mean,
Like
it's been in top 100 for 77 weeks.
Yeah, when a band has their hit song, that's their main
well,
one.
when
like
they play it
Paramore and Misery Business,
Yeah.
Yes,
when
exactly.
in like 2009.
When they play it not as their encore, that's kind of cool because it shows that they've got other stuff to bring to the table that they think can be just as hard hitting. And their encore, I forget the name of the song of what
I
they
forget
did.
the song they did too.
But it was
was
like
really
they
cool.
did like a 10-minute version of it.
They also did a cover of Tom Sawyer.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No way.
It was
Yeah,
so cool.
it
Was it
really
was it
good.
like on cue, like or not on cue?
It
was
was-
like on par.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Awesome.
Oh my god!
Just-
But
Was their drummer doing it right?
I'll play it for you later.
Oh,
I'll play it
sweet.
for you
Did
later.
they?
Can't wait.
Actually, I have a little clip here which I can play.
Dude, do it.
But no, the thing that I like also is that since they didn't do Radioactive as their encore, they got a lot of the newbies gone. Like, a lot of the people who thought the concert was over left. And so it was
Really?
the true fans staying because they knew, okay, there's going to be an encore.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool.
So many drum effects in
Yeah,
every
that's-
single song. It was the drummer and then the singer and then the guitarist and bassist. They were off on the sides on little risers with drums and toms, and it was just so
I'll play a little bit of
impactful
Tom Sawyer. And
with the amount of
this might not be the
percussion.
right video. If it's not, I will change it. But for you, I can play the rest for you a little bit later. But yeah, no, I was really impressed because they you think for a first time touring band, this is their first album. They said they've made 5 EPs, but they're not anywhere to be found. But
I will find them.
you think as like a first album touring band that they would focus more on their music instead of stage stuff, which I've seen with a lot of bands. But they really brought it together. They really did both.
They pretty much already got their junk together.
Yeah, and they're
Like,
working on a second
they-
album right
Yeah.
now.
They already know what their sound sounds like and then how to make it.
Massive
how to,
kudos
and
to them.
they've been
Yeah.
on like a
Seriously.
year and a half long tour, something crazy like that. Like,
you know what's crazy? Little side note: the bands who tour for like 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
like I was watching an all-time low thing, and they said they've been touring since like 2009.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
oh, it's so long. I want to do that. This is pretty cool.
That's honestly, that's my dream. Just
Yeah.
every single day.
Waking up in a new town.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
dude.
yep.
Same mindset.
Yep.
all right. Well, I want to play. We're gonna play a couple Imagine Dragons songs for you guys. This one, I'm actually a little annoyed that they didn't play it during the concert because it's one of my favorite
Bleeding
Imagine
Out.
Dragon songs. It's a song called "Bleeding Out." Absolutely love it. So here you go.
I'm bleeding out. So if the last thing that I do is bring you down, I'll bleed out for you. So I bare my skin and I count my sins and I close my eyes and I take it in. I'm bleeding out. I'm bleeding out for you. For you. When the day has come and I've lost my way around and the seasons stop and hide beneath the ground, when the sky turns
Bleeding Out.
I love that song so much.
I think Imagine
so
Dragons will be around for a long, long
I
time.
think they're just
really
starting.
I think they'll be the last. They'll be last.
Like last year they had
They'll be old people.
three or four hits. 5 maybe.
A billion.
Because they had
Dude.
It's Time, Radioactive,
I'm having-
Demons,
whoa.
On Top of the World,
Amsterdam.
and Amsterdam. That's
and,
5.
And
Dude,
Tiptoe. I mean,
I'm having, like,
maybe that one's just catchy to me.
Tiptoe's not.
but
I don't.
It's not up there.
It's not a
but
radio one though. It's not one I've heard on the radio a bunch. But like 5 good songs in 1 year. That's like
Just
that's
imagine
doing good.
in the future years what hit songs they're gonna have that are gonna be
Oh,
like
yeah.
embedded in our culture, like Radioactive. You know that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
You know that song on the like
Yeah.
the first 2 seconds of the song. You're like
Yeah.
Radioactive. Know that one. Got it. Just like in the future, how many more are they gonna have that are like that?
I know.
Like they haven't even created yet.
Another thing.
Oh
about,
my god, that's so mind blowing.
Another thing about their culture is they're stuck really in classic rock roots. I mean, you may not hear it as much in their album, but
Yeah.
when you see them live, just the way that they incorporate guitar solos and
Oh,
drum solos, and I mean, normally when you think of just letting one person shine that's not the vocalist, you think a guitar solo, but everyone had their specific time, and
That's great.
they just have really classic rock roots.
we didn't even talk about the balls.
The balls.
The balls. Okay,
They
so
have giant
you
balls.
guys, you know the song On Top of the World. It's not like radio. It's not radio song, but it's on a bunch of commercials. Like I'm on top of the world. Hey, I'm on top. That song, like you've heard on
Hey.
commercials
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like their super fun party song, and they had these giant balloons, and they threw them out into the crowd. Like
That's
when I say
awesome.
giant, I mean like huge, and they
Like
had
the size of
beach
this
balls,
room.
like giant
Not
beach
really,
balls. But they're balloons, and people were throwing them up. And then when you pop the balloon, confetti fall out. So people would go up and punch it,
I love
and
it.
confetti would fall out.
Dude, you know what'd be
That's
really
awesome.
cool? Like if you had like a bunch of smaller balloons in there. So like you pop this one and then a bunch of smaller balloons pop out and then inside those they had confetti.
But they're huge, like they're the size of this table.
Ballception.
Like, but we want to play what we think is, Imagine Dragons' newest hit that's come out, because we all know you've heard Radioactive, we all know you've heard Demons, and It's Time. But this is their newest one that's been hitting the radio, called Amsterdam, which I love this song. So here we go, Amsterdam.
I'm sorry, mother. I'm sorry I let you down. Well, these days I'm fine. No, these days I tend to lie. I'll take the west train just by the side of Amsterdam. Just by my left brain. Just by the side of the Tin Man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry I let you down. Well, these days you're fine. No, these days you tend to lie. You'll take the west train just by the side of Amsterdam. Just by your left brain. Just by the side of the Tin Man. Your time will come if you wait for it. If you wait for it, it's hard. Believe me, I've tried, but I keep coming up short. I'm sorry, lover. I'm sorry I bring you down. Well, these days I try.
was Amsterdam. Awesome. I love
really,
that song.
really enjoy their music.
Yeah.
Like,
On
to be completely honest, you're probably gonna hate me for this. Don't hate me. I've really
I already
only
hate
heard.
you.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm just
I already hate you. You can't do anything else to make me hate you anymore. But I really only have heard Radioactive and Demons.
a lot of people have.
But
You haven't heard? Have you heard "It's Time"? That was like their first hit.
It's time
probably
to-
I don't.
It's time to begin,
Nope.
isn't it?
Oh, wait,
Get
yes.
a little bit
That's by
bigger,
them?
Yeah.
better
Ooh.
than
It's totally different.
Whoa, I've heard that on like Rock 105.3 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That was,
Man?
that was their first hit before Radioactive.
Oh, well then. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But
It
still.
It wasn't as big as Radioactive, but it was still like their first hit.
Yeah,
Radioactive
Radioactive
is
just
insane.
crushed it.
Yes.
Like
77 weeks on top 100
Wow.
charts.
That's over a
Dude,
year.
I can't wait
That
till
is-
all of
Wow.
us. All of us are gonna.
That
be
has
there at some
broken
point.
all-time charts, and number 2 is
amazing.
actually AWOL Nation with 76 weeks for sale.
I
Man,
love
you know,
Sale.
you know your stuff in this area. You're like,
I'm
dude,
not
I
even
know
joking.
this.
Sale and Radioactive are like the two songs
Sale
I've
is
never
great
gotten
too.
tired of,
Sale
ever.
is great too.
Ever.
Dude, interesting story. Little side note. Do you know how Sale was created?
How?
So it was.
They were on a boat. and
no.
They were
Well,
sailing.
It was really cool. The guy I heard a radio interview with him, and basically he was talking about creating. He wrote like a few lines of lyrics because there's not that many lyrics in that song.
Yeah.
But then he went out to lunch. Because he was in the recording studio and he was recording the lyrics or whatever, like something vaguely similar to that. And then the guy who was recording the lyrics, the singer of that, he went out to lunch, and when he came back, the guy who was producing it had already come up with the track, and they literally made that song in a day.
Wow. That's
You guys-
interesting.
well, you guys said that in unison. Oh, it's like,
Wow. Well,
female telepathy.
But
All
yes.
right, Adam, we got to do male telepathy.
what, are we gonna
But,
say the same thing?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Taco.
I was gonna say
Wow.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's try that again.
1, 2, 3.
Wow. I don't like that. It sounds like I have
Oh,
two-tone
gosh.
voice.
So at the concert, I guess at this one and at Panic, did they play any like unreleased music, or was it all off
they
the CD
played.
pretty much?
Well, they played stuff that they wrote from the previous EPs that they're working to put on their next album, and they did their newest single "Monster," which I wish I had on my iPod. That was really cool because it was just released like a few weeks before. So yeah, they did a lot of interesting stuff that they'd written before but hadn't really been out there, and so it was really cool. And Panic is, I think we need to move on to them because all bands are created equal, kind of, except Panic
Yes.
rules them all. Opening bands.
Okay.
You gotta do
Well,
opening bands
first, I just need to say that Brendan Murray is the only guy in the world that can pull off pleather pants, a sparkling gold suit jacket, a falsetto higher than the average
And a
singer
pompadour.
in woman opera, a pompadour,
What?
and
The hair
screamo
that's, like, on top of
music.
your head.
Oh.
And full on screamo music.
I didn't tell Adam about this. I'll tell him about that in a minute. But let's start with opening bands.
geez.
Ex ambassadors.
Ex Ambassador. I love
Bravo.
them. They, for an indie band, they were the local band that opened for them. Go check them out. Like, they are incredible. They brought out a saxophone. The lead singer also plays
It
saxophone.
was really cool.
And wow, they were incredible. I really like them. I need to go buy their stuff.
They were
memorable. Like, they put on a show.
yeah, they were a bit more laid back,
Yeah.
but
The keyboardist.
yeah, they were a bit more laid back, but they just kept the audience engaged so much.
They had this keyboardist that rocked out.
Who was the singer's brother?
He's the singer's brother. And keyboard is kind of hard because you're stuck in a place not doing much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally puts his hand on the keyboard and starts squatting and like
Really?
rocking out on keyboard. And I took a slow-mo video of him just going
Dude,
crazy.
I need to
playing
see
keyboard.
this thing. I need to see
Yeah,
it.
I'd love to see
It's
it too.
really entertaining.
I'll play. I think I have a clip of them. Let me see.
You do. You have their backflip clip.
I got no. This is ambassador.
Oh,
ambassador.
just kidding. I was just kidding.
I was gonna say I wish I had the actual video. I have a slow-mo video of him that I can put up on our website.
Dude, he's going crazy.
He is like insane. I love him though. Like he's such like he was so interesting to watch. And I know that sounds
It's-
horrible because it's in slow-mo, but
It's yeah.
only
right.
a little bit.
It's similar to what there was a band my friend showed me. They're called like Dr. Acula, which if you look at it, it says Dracula, but Dr. Acula.
That's funny.
That's
tricky.
Yeah, right. They're a pretty. I'm sorry if you guys ever see this. I'm sorry. Their music's not that great.
okay.
But apparently their stage presence is off the hook, like just crazy. So my friend showed me a music video of them, and their keyboardist does the same thing, except he grabs his keyboard and like headbangs with it, right? And apparently his keyboard's wireless, so he picks it up and makes it do like a flip.
Oh
and
my
then he catches it and
God.
puts it back down.
I can't imagine
Like
that.
I was like, whoa, that's so intense.
That is so
It's either
cool.
that or he's not plugged in at all. And he's just,
That's great.
Well, the next opening band that was there, that was the touring band with Panic at the Disco, is The Colorist, and they're really cool. They're I mean, their music is a lot more mellow than Ex Ambassador and anyone else that I've seen recently. But the thing that I thought was cool is the lead singer is a chick,
and she's
a drummer. So she is playing drums and singing at the same time. And they were cool. They were just like a nice kind of jam band. But I thought they should have been before Ex Ambassador because Ex Ambassador got everyone like hyped and ready for Panic at the Disco. And then The Colorist kind of brought everything down. Not that they're bad musicians, just that it was like
Wrong order.
kind of a weird fit.
And as far as like opening bands with the Wildern goes, because Panic's whole setup is already behind them and they kind of have to be at the front of the stage, they couldn't do much as far as stage presence goes, and I don't blame them for that. But
Not at all. But I want to get to Panic because I feel we need to spend some time on this. I want to play a clip.
so many
Brandon Urie,
hits.
if you've heard Panic at the Disco, you know he has a high range. But he hits notes higher than he hits in any of his songs.
It's
and I have a
incredible.
clip of them doing Too Young to Die. I think that's what the song name is. Maybe. I will look it up. Anyway, this is a clip of him doing it live, playing keyboards and singing. And you'll hear a really high note. It's kind of hard to hear because it's,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound human.
iPhone.
it doesn't sound human, but you will hear this really high note, and that is him singing. I want to play this real quick.
dude, that sounds like a lead guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds like a guitar.
The fact
doesn't
that he
even
could
seem
hit
like
that, and
that's
he's a
possible.
20-something-year-old man.
Yeah.
The
I
fact
don't
that
get
he
it.
can, like,
And the fact-
I have to question whether he's a man or not.
The fact
Like-
that he can sing incredible Frank Sinatra stuff, also just his range.
Yeah, that I mean Frank Sinatra's
Did you see that?
low. No, I
That's-
haven't.
He his idol is actually Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, and so I just started playing Amsterdam again. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Sorry, but no. Like if you listen to the actual song, he doesn't go that high. So he does it higher than I think. It's called "The End of All Things." This is the actual song, and he goes higher in his live than he does on the actual video.
That's the same part.
Yeah. Like the whole song is pitched lower, and so he sings it higher when they're actually doing it.
That's opposite of normal. Like
Yeah.
normally bands have to 2.5 step down to
Yeah.
accommodate the singer.
I think it's right here. That's the same part, and
Wow.
he pitches it lower.
That's like-
That is insane.
That seems like an octave lower. Like that's
But it's almost like two totally separate songs. Like
Oh.
the recording is a masterpiece, also.
yeah.
But then the
that's
live is just like a totally different experience.
But the best part of it was they did a 3-song encore, and everyone knows they're gonna end with "I Write Sins Not Tragedies." That's just their song, and he goes, "All right, so how many of you guys follow
Oh
us?"
my
on-"
God.
I can't say the whole thing because there was some bad language, but he goes, "All right, so how many of you guys follow us on Vine?" And everyone screams. He goes, "Okay, I know not that many of you follow us on Vine." He goes, "How many of you have seen our thing called Hardcore Thursday?"
Positive hardcore Thursday.
Positive Hardcore Thursday. And everyone screams. He goes, "Again, I know that not that many of you follow us on Vine." He goes, "Since it's our last date on the tour, we're going to do a little Hardcore Thursday for you." So they do a minute of straight screamo.
And it is so impressive.
He pulls it off.
Yeah. Like
Oh
he
my
could be
God.
in
And I don't know how it hurts his voice
Memphis
after
Mayfire.
hitting those super high notes. Like
Do you have a
he's-
recording of it,
I have a 7-second one that I put on Vine. Hashtag Hardcore Thursday.
dude?
All
Demonstrate.
right. That's the only 6 seconds I have. But
That's actually not that bad.
he was really good, but
Yeah.
he ended it. I have to tell you later because it's not appropriate for on air. But but no, he was incredible. And my favorite part is on "I Write Sins Not Tragedy." He gets everyone, and it's at the end. And the funny thing is, he ends the song. He goes, "All right, this is how it's not tragedy." It's like just goes straight into it. But he does this thing. He's like, "Okay, I want you all to sing the chorus." And so everyone's singing the chorus, and he's clapping. He goes, "Okay, one more time," and he sings along with them. And then he does a backflip off the riser, lands it, and continues singing, like not
it's
missing a
it's
note.
not even on a drop in the song. It's just in the middle of like
That's
one
like
of the
Pink singing
parts.
like when she's doing
Yeah,
like, those
I have
aerial
this
things.
video too, and he does. I can't.
Ariel, I see what you did
Unfortunately,
there.
you can't see the video, but this is
We'll
him doing.
we'll post it to the
yeah,
website.
this is a video of him doing the backflip and singing. So listen how there is not a break at all. Like he is just like art.
That's my video.
Huh? No, that was my video.
Oh, okay.
My video.
Was that my video?
My
Come
video
on, I
is
didn't
better.
give you permission to use
Sorry.
that.
So I think we're gonna do two Panic songs now. Which one should we do? Should we do Miss Jackson or This Is Gospel?
Nicotine.
We can't do nicotine.
Oh yeah, we can't do that one.
I'm trying to keep good language on here for our younger listeners. Miss Jackson or This Is Gospel?
Miss Jackson first.
Okay, this is their most popular one that's out off their new album called Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, and it's called Miss Jackson.
Climbing out the back door, didn't leave a mark. No one knows it's you, Miss Jackson. Found another victim, but no one's gonna find Miss Jackson, Jackson, Jackson.
You put a sour little flavor in my mouth now. You move in circles, hoping no one's gonna find out. But we're so lucky, kiss the ring and let 'em bow down. Looking for the time of your life. A pretty picture, but the scenery is so loud. A face like heaven, catching lighting in your nightgown. But back away from the water, babe, you might drown. The party isn't over tonight. Hey, why will you be waking up tomorrow morning? Out the back door, goddamn, but I love her anyway. I love her anyway. I love her anyway. Out the back door, goddamn, but I love her anyway. Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Are you nasty? I love her anyway. Why will you be waking up tomorrow morning? Out the back door, goddamn, but I love her anyway. Way down to the fire finally dies out. You've got 'em wrapped around your finger, watch 'em fall down. There's something beautiful and tragic in the fallout. Let me say it one more time. Why will you be waking up tomorrow morning? Out the back door, goddamn, but I love her anyway. I love her anyway. I love her anyway. Out the back door, goddamn, but I love her anyway. Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Are you nasty? I love her anyway. Why will you be waking up tomorrow morning? Out the back door, goddamn, but I love her anyway.
Climbing out the back door, didn't leave a mark. No one knows it's you, Miss Jackson. Found another victim, but no one's gonna find Miss Jackson, Jackson, Jackson.
I love her anyway. Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Are you nasty? I love her anyway. Why will you be waking up tomorrow morning? Out the back door, goddamn, but I love her anyway. Is it still me that makes you sweat? Am I?
Wrong song.
That would have been bad.
That would have been a bad song to play. They're a great band, but since we have a lot of younger listeners, we try to find the best songs appropriate for them.
All audiences.
Yeah, we want to make sure that it's all good.
G-rated here, guys.
How about Sarah Smiles? Maybe
Ballad.
Ballad Mona Lisa.
Yes.
All right, we got one more for you by Panic at the Disco. Go check them out. They're an amazing band signed by my favorite label, Fueled by Ramen. This song is called Ballad of Mona Lisa.
She paints her fingers with a close precision. He starts to notice empty bottles of gin and takes a moment to assess the sin she's paid for. A lonely speaker in a conversation. Her words are swimming through his ears again. There's nothing wrong with just a taste of what you paid for. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, I pay to see you frown. He senses something, call it desperation. Another dollar, another day. And if she had the proper words to say, she would tell him, but she'd have nothing left to sell him. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, I pay to see you frown. Please to please you. Mona Lisa. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, I pay to see you frown. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. There's nothing wrong with just a taste of what you paid for.
Awesome.
That's easily
love
one of
them.
my favorite songs by them. Like
They have
love 'em.
so many hits.
they're just
I
an
did-
overall good band.
Before we move on to the next one, because you have one you want to talk about, I noticed this the other day, and I kind of freaked out. But they have one of the best transitions I've ever heard, and I want to play it. It's between "But It's Better If You Do" and "I Write Sins Not Tragedies" on "A Fever You Can't Sweat Out," which was their first album, I believe.
Yes.
Check out this transition, and then we'll go on to our next concert.
Now I'm of
I'm gonna
consenting.
fast forward to the end.
Like me, you know. Like me, you know.
Okay, so this is the end of "But It's Better If You Do," and I'll tell you when it switches to "I Write Sins Not Tragedies." You can't even tell.
Yeah.
So it's still "But It's Better If You Do" right now. Still better if you do.
So perfect.
I write says that. Oh, it's on shuffle. I
Let's
just
try that again.
Totally screwed that up.
Let's try it again.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a horrible person.
Yeah.
No.
No, Lauren.
All right, shuffle off.
Okay.
Now I'm
Fast forward. Okay, so 20 seconds to the end, but it's better if you do. Now shuffle is off. I am sorry. I'm such a horrible person for screwing that up.
Yes.
10 more seconds. All right, so it's not trash shoes.
That was
Like,
perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect transitioning. That's why I love them. And they're so theatrical that everything's just like fun.
Yeah.
Like you just want to jam out to
kind
all
of
of their music.
circusy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
circusy mixed with like 1940s, 50s.
Yeah. The three bands that I've kind of related to theater, Broadway, or circus that are still rock are Pierce the Veil, Panic at the Disco, and My Chemical Romance.
Yes, My Chem definitely.
They're just so theatrical.
I was listening to
Yeah.
Famous Last Words in the car and almost cried because they're not together anymore.
They're
having a greatest hits
Yeah,
album.
they have a
And
greatest
I heard
hits
their, I
album
knew
coming
their,
out.
I heard their new single,
Ye-
the one that's on the album. They have a new single out.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's-
well, this is my prediction. Let me make a prediction really quick. It's that they're gonna either get back together, which that's my reach. Like
They need
I
to.
really hope
They
you guys
need
do.
to.
Do it, please, guys. Come on, seriously. If anything less than that, they're gonna go on a greatest hits finale tour.
And I will buy however much money those tickets cost.
I'm gonna buy at least 3 of them. Like just
I will have to
like
go.
3 different concerts. Like that'd be so amazing.
Yes.
Just to get in my fix. But
Well,
also
you have a concert, right?
Yeah, but before that, speaking of transitions, you were talking about this
Yeah.
transition. One of the best transitions I've ever heard on a live album was
Mm-hmm.
actually Hailstorms, transferring from Mrs. Hyde to I Miss the Misery. Like they just flow right in. Like
And
I'm not even gonna play it, but take
Hallelujah,
my word for it.
Paramore.
Yes. My favorite, and I have this, and I'm going to play it real quick because I just can, and I'm so in love with it. They did a version of the Hallelujah that everyone knows and loves with their song Hallelujah, and the transition is so beautiful. I'm going to play it real quick, and then I promise I will not play anything else, and I will shut up for the rest of your explanation. So this is Hallelujah. This is live, too. So I'll fast forward just a little
Oh,
bit.
this is amazing. Me and my friend learned this.
Fast forward just a little bit so we can save some time.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and he pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The barefoot king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Right now. It gives me goosies every time, but here we go. The transition. It's perfect. And then they go into this like sorry.
So good.
Sorry, I can't play the whole song, but when you find that transition, it can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
And the way it affects people, that song always gives me chills. Always.
No, my
it's the one
heart's
song-
beating at least twice as fast as it was. Like
so
easy.
chills.
I got
Oh my God.
adrenaline.
Well,
So,
tell us about
I
the
have
concert you went to.
A bit of an exclusive.
Oh, Adam exclusive.
It's
here.
an exclusive. So Cherry Bomb, as we all know, dropped off the map for a little bit. They stopped performing. They took some time, regrouped as a band, and this is in the words of Miranda. They regrouped as a band and wrote some new songs and got themselves collected, and they're coming out with a swing right now. Like literally, they got some buzz going on. So they had a secret private show. They had a bunch of people send in requests to be it. They could only take a maximum of 50 people, so it was like it was a pretty intimate, small gig, but damn, did they perform well. Like I'm not probably not allowed to say that, but
You can.
it's too late, guys. It's too late. But geez, they freaking came off swinging. Like it was just them. There was no opening bands or anything like that, but easily that was probably one of the best I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah, like it was up there in one of my favorite shows.
Where was it? Are you allowed to say?
I'm allowed to say it, I think. I don't actually know where it was though.
You had a bag over your head when they brought you.
Yeah,
in.
they brought me in a limo and or not like a limo, but you know what I mean, like the ones that the weird
A
drug
white van.
dealers
You mean a
use.
trunk?
A white
Yeah,
van.
let's go with that. They put me in a trunk with a bag over my head, and I just popped out at the venue. I don't know where I was, but I think it was like it was some like warehouse in the middle of Hollywood, like some weird
Was
place.
it Amplify?
No,
Okay,
I think it was
so that's-
SIR.
Oh yeah, I love SIR. That place is awesome.
I think that was my first time. Have we practiced there?
No, but I rent drums there sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool, and awesome. So yeah, we showed up. They had a line outside waiting for the show, and then we went inside. And we got to hang out for just a little bit, and then they came on stage, and it was immediate just awesomeness.
How long was their set?
It was like a 30-minute, 45-minute set. They only played like 3 or 4 songs, or no, like 2 songs actually. 2 to 3 songs off the original album, This Is the End of Control. Everything else was brand new music.
Wow.
Like they had really got their crap done. Like they had a lot of new music, and it's a pretty new sound. Like it's pretty edgy still, but it's almost like more I kind of want to say radio friendly. Like I could easily see these being like top 100 songs. And you can also tell that they've been practicing a lot vocally.
Are you saying they're going like a little bit more pop or
No. I mean, it's not pop. It's just radio friendly. Like
Modern, like
yeah, it's like modern rock and roll. Like
Got
it's I like it a lot. And
small, more alternative, I guess?
yeah, like they sound a lot like you know, I don't really know how they sound like Cherry Bomb, but it's just I don't know. It's so good.
And they have
We're gonna-
plans to release it?
Yeah, they're gonna be releasing the stuff. All of the stuff isn't on iTunes yet, which I was pretty bummed about. I asked Nia, she's like, "No, not on iTunes yet." And I'm like, "Dang, oh well." But they're probably gonna be releasing it pretty soon. I would assume so at least. But you could tell that they've been practicing too. Like Raina, her voice on one of the songs, they did an acoustic song, and she just hit the like, oh my god, it was I can't even like words can't describe it. Like I got chills, and I was like my brother standing right next to me when she hit that note. Sean and I just looked at each other. We're like, oh my god.
Kind of like how we looked at each other when Brandon
Yeah.
Urie decides to go full female opera singer.
Yeah, but you know, Raina is a female, so she has she has
she has
the-
that advantage
A
to
little bit
her.
of difference.
yeah.
One thing that's really cool about Cherry Bomb is they've gotten to the point, even though they're all still so young, where they have the ability to kind of disappear off the map and kind of regroup, but still have momentum.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
It's hard for a lot of bands.
And I mean, with the switch of lead singers and stuff, I mean, that's hard. I mean, it's been a while. It's been almost a year now.
It's
but
been over a year.
It's been over a year?
Yeah, it's been a bit over like a couple months over a year.
Yeah. I mean, with the switch, it's when they still performed after the switch, it was kind of
It's
them. It was their old them playing with a new lead singer, and now that
Yeah, now they've sort of rewritten the tab,
Yeah.
or the slate or whatever.
so now people won't think of them as, oh, we want the old singer back. It's we love the new Cherry Bomb.
That's definitely what they did. They've rewritten everything. When they play their old stuff, I don't even think of the old lead singer anymore. I just think of the 4 people that we have now. And you know, Miranda and Raina both on their harmonies kill it every time. And Nia's actually singing on one of the
really?
songs too, which is pretty cool. Like,
awesome.
I thought that was pretty badass. So yeah,
But no, I was talking about that. Like I was talking, I think Nia is so talented, and I was talking to Mitchell from March 4th, and we are kind of just talking about like everyone, all the different bands and stuff. And he was saying the thing about Nia is she is so talented. She's such a talented drummer. Like she's so technical, and she knows what she is doing, but yet she still takes lessons so she can get better. But she can do the crazy stuff on stage because she knows exactly what she needs to do. It's all muscle memory, and she knows exactly where she needs to hit and exactly what she needs
Yeah.
to do.
She's so much fun to
But
watch.
so she can do the crazy stuff
She's
because
so
she's
much
not
fun to
even
watch.
thinking. She's just like, oh,
and
there's
that's
another
how
fill.
that's pretty much how every musician should be all the time.
Yeah.
Just make it so it's, you know,
But she's still
even
in lessons,
easier than
even though
breathing.
she's amazing.
I mean, you have to be. Even the
Yeah.
greatest musicians, like I bet you a lot of money that even Paramore,
Oh, yeah.
like
They practice.
Haley Williams probably still, you know, takes.
She has Deron Anderson.
Oh,
Yeah, I know that.
what? You know,
got the inside
I went to him a couple times.
so yeah, you know what you're talking about, especially
He
with
also
Paramore.
coaches pierce the veil.
Yeah, you told me that. I remember that.
He was just allowed to scream at people too.
Yeah, which I need to, get with that guy. I need to learn how to scream because I screamed the other day and it hurt my throat.
Yeah, because there's a proper
not-
way to
It
scream.
was not good.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, so Cherry Bomb, they did an amazing show. It was amazing to watch them. Nia's still a beast on drums. She's just absolutely amazing. And then Raina, they're adding like acrobatics to it. Like Raina did the splits on stage. It was
Oh my god.
pretty
That's
intense.
awesome.
Like she was singing and just slowly dropped. I was like, whoa.
While playing bass?
Yeah, yeah, she was playing bass too. I was like, oh my god.
Did the mic just follow her down?
I don't really remember if she was singing at that part or not. I think she was. Yeah, she was. She had her bass and she was singing and she was just like dropping down and then she got back up, put the mic down and then continued placing.
Oh my gosh.
It was
insane.
Like if I was turning away from everyone, I would not have been able to tell that she did anything. It
Wow.
was so amazing. But yeah, they got they got a show March 8th coming up at the Vault with False Puppet. What's it? It's False Puppet, Matt and Mark. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And Almost Anywhere. You can check it out. They're playing March 8th, and I think it's I don't know how much it is, but I'm gonna be there. Are you gonna be there? You gonna be there?
I'm not here.
You gonna be there?
Yeah.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat,
I'm on a
Gonna be
boat
there.
on
I will
March
try to
8th.
make it.
dude. You should go.
I might-
It's gonna be.
I might have a show that day also.
No,
unfortunately.
you stop that.
But yeah, if you have the chance, go down to the Vault March 8th. Go
Check
see
'em
them.
out.
If you can catch Imagine Dragons on the last leg of their Night Visions tour, I recommend it. Unfortunately, Panic at the Disco is Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die tour is over.
Now they're in Australia with
Playing with koala bears. I've been seeing those pictures.
playing
and
with koala
loving it.
bears and snakes.
And so, yeah, if you can catch either of those groups, we highly recommend it. They are amazing. All right. Well, I'm Lauren Dair Owens.
I'm Adam Lusk.
And I'm Ariel Fournier.
Who are you?
I'm Justin Tanucci.
Good job. And this is the Music Project. We'll see you next week.
Shows that make you laugh. Shows that make you think. Music that moves you. It could only be one place. Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network. 'Cause you make me feel